All right, folks, it is a very special time. You saw me here last week, and I broke down the bracket of the Class 7A high school football playoffs. We had a lot of great scores, which I'll catch you up on later in Class 7A, 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A. But now we're talking the Class 6A. I broke down my bracket, as I said, and kind of gave my predictions for the Class 7A last week. I didn't have time to do all of them, but now I got time to maybe do them week by week. So I'm going to start the 6A. This is what happened in the past week of 6A action. Of course, Greenwood advancing after the bye. El Dorado taking down Russellville. Catholic advancing for the bye. Mountain Home narrowly escaping Sheridan. Could have been an upset there. Could have been a big win by Sheridan, but unable to get it. That was a high-scoring affair. Benton will face off against Lake Hamilton after the Wolves get the win over Jonesboro. Jonesboro really kind of fallen off the map as of late towards the end of the season. I thought they were going to be a much better team than they were, but Lake Hamilton is on the up and up for sure, so that'll be a close game. Shiloh Christian will face off with Van Buren. This was the craziest game probably in the entire state, at least in my opinion, the biggest upset in which I saw. Van Buren taking down Marion. That's one where it's really not in our region, so I don't know too much about both of these teams, but I know that's a pretty big upset for the Pointers to get the win over the Patriots. So this is what's going to happen for this upcoming Friday, and I'm going to go ahead and put my predictions here, and then I will talk about them. I've got Greenwood advancing. That should be an easy one against El Dorado into the Final Four, the semifinals, and I've got them facing off against Little Rock Catholic. Jackson England is very special for this Rockets team, and he's been dominating opponents' defenses all season long, and I think England and his team will be ready to go against, granted, a really good Mountain Home team that put up a lot of points against Sheridan, but a Sheridan defense that isn't too hot right now. So I think Catholic should take advantage of that. They'll have a tough test against Greenwood in the semifinals, but that's my prediction for the top half of the bracket. The bottom half here, I've got Benton getting the win over Lake Hamilton. The big three you want to look out for with the Panthers: Drew Davis, Maddox Davis, Elias Payne. I'll throw in Luther Tucker there, but that's their running back, and they certainly have a great rushing attack, but offensively, it's their passing. It's Drew Davis, so hopefully he'll be good to go and healthy and ready to go against Lake Hamilton. Again, Lake Hamilton on the up and up, so you might see an upset here, but I don't think so against a really good Panthers team that has their mind set on a state title for this season. Remember, they almost beat Bryant to begin the season. The team has only got better and better under head coach Brad Harris. So that's my prediction right there. Excuse me. And then the bottom half of your bracket, this is the one, again, I really wanted to pick the upset here. Couldn't do it. Van Buren is, again, a good team that took down Marion. They're a scary team that I think could possibly take the upset against the Saints, but I think Shiloh just has too many weapons on their team. I think Shiloh Christian gets the win there and advances to the semifinals. The semifinals, we've got Greenwood facing off against Catholic and Benton facing off against Shiloh Christian. And for the semifinals, advancing to the championship game, I've got Greenwood and Benton. Again, it's a classic pick. It's both the teams that should be in the championship that I think will be in the championship. That doesn't mean there won't be upsets, and that definitely could happen. But I think Benton and Greenwood are far and away the best two teams in the Class 6A. That's how it's been throughout the course of this season. It's been both of them, and maybe you can throw in a Lake Hamilton, maybe you can throw in Marion at times throughout this season that's been up there, been able to compete with both of these. Shiloh Christian competed with Greenwood. They were the only team that were able to compete with the Bulldogs earlier on in the season, but I don't think Shiloh Christian can take down the Panthers. Like I said, Panthers have too much on their mind, and they want a state title. Greenwood is just so dominant. They have offensive weapons all across the board. So I've got in my championship game in the Class X 6A, my prediction, Greenwood facing off against Benton. And then the champion in my Class 6A prediction will be the Greenwood Bulldogs. Again, I think this one will be tough. I think it'll be a close game, but let me tell you, these Greenwood Bulldogs really have offensive weapons everywhere that you look at it, and it starts with Kane Archer, their quarterback. Guy's got D1 offers from just about everywhere, hoping to be a future Razorback. We'll see what happens in the very short time coming. He has almost 3,000 yards passing this season, and that's really good. I mean, Drew Davis is probably close to those numbers, but I don't think I just don't think the Benton offense can compete with the Greenwood offense. Both the teams have good defenses as well. We're not able to have as many statistics on the defensive side of things, but when you have a quarterback like Kane Archer, you got weapons around him like Champ Davis and Grant Carnes. I think this Greenwood team is just too good. They've got too much momentum. They've got too much on their mind in order to win it all. And to win it all is, I think, what Greenwood will do in this one. Taking down Benton in the Class 6A championship. That's my prediction. We'll have to see how things go for the upcoming season.